Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk all about how to automate your photography business and ultimately just to save you more time and to make things more automated so it's a lot easier to run in your business and work on your business than constantly working on the little tasks in your business. So we're going to talk about the 3 biggest ways that you can do that and help to automate everything. So even though you're working with clients, you're helping to automate things, you're spending less time behind your computer, more time with your friends and family and in your personal life and in working on other areas of your business. Number 1 is to have templates for everything. And I mean literally everything. So whether it's emails, whether it's questionnaires, whether it's workflows, whether it's proposals or invoices that you send, having templates for literally everything that you do is going to make things so much easier. For example, I have a Trello board where I have all of my workflows laid out for every single photography client, but I have one card that is actually a template that I can just copy every single time I book a new client that I use for workflows, and it keeps everything super consistent, but it also saves me a lot of time. So it's just really important to have templates for everything that you do so you're not spending time putting things together over and over again. Whether it's writing a response to an inquiry, have a template for that. Have a template laid out that you respond to with pretty much every inquiry, and then all you have to do is add in a few sentences to make it a little bit more personal, and then you have all the information laid out in the best way possible. One of my favorite programs that I use to keep all of my templates stored is Honeybook. And if you guys want a free trial and $200 off your first year, the link will be down in the description for you. But I just love Honeybook so much because it's where I store all of my workflows, all of my questionnaires, all of my email templates, and it just makes everything super, super easy for when a client books me and in their experience with me to have everything in one place. So there's just so many templates involved that it's saving me so much time. I mean, I can't even tell you guys, I don't think I could even run my business and be this efficient and have everything be consistent without Honeybook. It's just absolutely incredible. So if you don't have anything like that, you should definitely check it out. The second main way that I am automating my photography business is by batch working. And so when I say batch working, it's basically by doing a bunch of the same kinds of tasks all at once instead of spreading them out over a week. So for example, I batch schedule my Instagram posts about once a week for the next week or two. And it really helps me to just be in that mindset of Instagram caption writing and planning and to see how my feed's going to look. And I use the app called Later to do this. It's literally my favorite. If you want 10 free posts on me, you can go in the description and get a link to that. But it's just the best because you can schedule everything and have it all done at once, so you don't even have to worry about it for the next week or two. And it helps you to just get like in that mindset of doing that one thing and not constantly switching tasks. As much as we think it's productive, multitasking is actually not productive at all. And you actually can get more done when you're batch working and working on the same thing. And you get so much more done. So for example, right now I am currently filming several YouTube videos today and this is like my one big filming day for the month where I film a bunch of videos, and then I don't have to worry about filming until another month from now, which is crazy. It's so awesome to just be able to have all of this completed. I don't even have to worry about it. So it really helps you to batch all the tasks so you're not trying to jump from task to task. And I know I've heard before that when you jump from doing one task to another, like type of task, it actually takes your brain more power to like switch over and to get into the gear of like doing that other thing. So when you're already focused in on a task and you're already like kind of in your groove and getting things done fast, it's a really good idea to just keep doing more of that and to almost be proactive and be ahead of the game. So you can apply this to so many things, and you can apply it on like a macro level and also a micro level. So maybe instead of checking your inbox 20 times a day throughout the day and answering a few emails here and there, have one specific time of the day where you sit down for 20 minutes and answer all your emails. It just helps to keep things more efficient and more automated so you're not constantly jumping back and forth between things, and you're actually gonna get things done way faster, and you're gonna be able to do way more in your business by doing that. The third main thing I want you guys to think about when it comes to automating your photography business is to think about the concept of integrating and automating your programs. So let's break that down a little bit and exactly what I mean by that. So when I say integrate, it means integrating your different programs you use as much as possible and making it as seamless as possible so you're not spending time doing extra things. So what I mean by this, one example is like I mentioned, I use Honeybook, and I rave about this program. I love this program. And one of the reasons I love it is that I can embed a contact form form onto my website that is linked to my HoneyBook. So whenever someone contacts me via my contact form, it automatically makes them a new lead in HoneyBook. So it allows me to track my leads and where they're coming from because they're putting it in literally in the form, like where they found me. It allows me to like keep track of inquiries and to see all the inquiries I have and to keep following up with them and making sure that they're good or that they don't have any questions or anything, and just stay on top of that. It helps me to make sure I'm not double booking dates because it's automatically taking the date they put in the contact form and putting it into my calendar and seeing if I have anything booked already. So I just love it for so many reasons, and you're not having to spend the extra time to have to input the client information into your program, like your client management system, when they decide they want to book. So it's super seamless as far as just sending them a proposal. And then when you do send that proposal, that template's already in HoneyBook and it has everything in there from the contract and the invoice and the collections you typically provide. And it just makes it so seamless. So that's just one example of how you can integrate two different things in your business. So your contact form and the client management software that you use to help save you extra time and not having to do that. Another example of how I've done this in my business is I actually use a program called Zapier. If you're not familiar with Zapier, essentially what it is it kind of takes different programs and it helps link them together. So it's kind of like this little, I like to think of it as this like a little, obviously imaginary assistant that's kind of running in between different programs and doing these things for you. And you're setting up these automations so that they're just doing things. So when something happens in one program, it's automatically doing another thing in another program. So what I've done, a couple ways I've used this in my photography business is I have with Zapier, it automatically sends an autoresponder to people when they fill out my contact form. So that HoneyBook contact form I just mentioned, it also is linked up to Zapier, and Zapier, they're called Zaps, but essentially they're automations. And when someone fills out that contact form, Zapier will also send an autoresponder, and it's good for like if I'm out of the office, but also just to be the first one to follow up in their inbox, even if it's not something I personally have written yet, just to be that initial, like I got your contact submission and I'm excited to reach out to you. Here's a few other ways you can learn more about me in the meantime. So that's one way I use Zapier. Another way that I use it is kind of like I mentioned with my Trello board, how I have those Trello boards with the workflows and everything. So Zapier at this point, it connects my Calendly. So that's how people schedule photo sessions, which that is a whole nother thing. You can actually have people just send them your Calendly scheduling link and people can go in and schedule their photo shoots and meetings and stuff. You don't have to do that over email. Anyway, so it links that Calendly up with Trello. And when someone books a new session with Calendly, so that link that I send them, totally automated, and they go in there and they schedule a session, it tells Trello. So Zapier is taking it from here to Trello and telling Trello it needs to make a new card. So at this point, that workflow template card that I mentioned, Zapier is making those new ones for me. That automatically has my clients' names in the title of the new card. It has the due date on it, which is the date of their session, and it has the list of all the workflow steps that I want to have for each client. So it just takes that one step further of having that template, and it's automatically creating those cards for every single session that I have. So I'm not even having to spend the 10 minutes to go in and do that for all of my sessions every other week or so. So that's just another way you can really use Zapier to really help to automate and integrate your different parts of your business and your different programs that you're using. And when it comes to the automate part of it, I kind of already mentioned this, but the Calendly session link, guys, it is a game changer. If you're still trying to book sessions and book meetings and stuff in your business over email by emailing back and forth dates and stuff, just stop doing it. Use something like Calendly. HoneyBook also has this feature embedded into their program, so you can use it with HoneyBook as well. But I also love Calendly because there's a lot of options that come with that, and it's just a really awesome way to send that link, and people can schedule, and you can put in your availability, you can put in the exact days you want to shoot on, and the different time slots and stuff. So it just makes it super simple to do that. And one thing that I love about it, with Calendly specifically, is you can send automatic reminders before sessions. So I send out, it's like a 1 week reminder and then like a 1 day before reminder. So my clients are automatically getting those reminders of when their session is and exactly where it is and all of that without me having to do anything else. Literally just scheduling it in Calendly and all these other things are happening. So it's just really helping to automate that part of my business. So I'm not spending that extra time sending those emails and creating creating those Trello cards and all of that. And it's just really cool to see how that really does help so much. And you might think, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal to have to send an email or whatever. And there are other ways you can do it. But when you start to add up that 5 minutes, 10 minutes, those little tasks that take you 5 or 10 minutes every week or two, it really does start to add up. And let's say you have 5 sessions in a week, that's like 45 minutes of your time you're already spending emailing by scheduling those sessions, probably longer actually, but by scheduling, by sending email reminders and all of that. So using stuff like this, it's really going to help you to cut back on that time. In time you're not going to have to spend working in your business, but you can spend working on it and growing it in other ways, or you can just take personal time and not have to constantly be working in your business. Another part of this automation piece I want to mention here is using workflows. I know I already mentioned this like in the template section of this, but I really just want to reiterate that here, that workflows are so important. It's so important for you to have awesome workflows that you're using, because it's really going to help you just automate things even more. It's going to help you to remember where you're at with each client without having to remember it, help you to be consistent with each client, and just really help to streamline that process so you're not spending time with to-dos and sticky notes and reminders all over the place, but you have it for each client in one place. So I really encourage you, if you're not using workflows already, use it for pretty much everything that you can think of as far as clients. So your photography sessions, you need workflows for those. You need workflows for each wedding that you're shooting, because it's a completely different workflow than your portrait session clients. And by the way, I sell both of those workflows in my shop. So I'll put a link down to the description for that as well, and put it right up here. It's my Trello board photography workflows. I sell that, so you can grab it for yourself if you want. But this also includes doing workflows for like blog posts, for videos like this that I'm making. If you do YouTube videos or anything like that, make sure you have workflows written down, all the steps you need to do to complete those things, because trust me, it's going to help you so much in just staying organized and streamlined, so you're not spending time trying to figure out what you need to do, but you have it all laid out in front of you and you know exactly the tasks that need to be done next. So make sure you have workflows for everything. It really does help to automate and streamline everything in your business, and it's going to be so helpful for you. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, because I upload 2 new videos every week on Tuesday and Friday, and it helps more people to see this video. So it helps me to know what kind of videos you guys like and what you want to see more of, and it helps other people to see it too and help grow my channel. So I genuinely appreciate your support so much. You guys are literally the best. I'm just so grateful for you. If you have any questions about anything that I mentioned in this video, go ahead and drop a comment below. I would love to just brainstorm and help you guys and answer any questions that you guys have. And I can't wait to share more next time. Bye guys.